Yeah. Where we at? See Simone.
Hi, and a warm welcome back to Learning to Live in Translation, the podcast about what happens when language, culture, and expectation collide. I'm C. Simone. Last week, we looked at cultural communication in London in a classroom setting. Today, we're peeling back the layers of code switching and its cultural influence, as well as whether it is a skill or pressure. Travel back with me to the 80s, 90s, and slightly further. Our first book is at slang. In the 80s, slang wasn't just trendy. It was a form of identity, rebellion, and connection, shaped by the music you listened to, the politics you rejected, and the street or scene you came from. It gave place to words like innit, wicked, ace, bag it, bruv, mullard, filth, wagwan, and the list goes on. As slang was a form of identity and still is, London was becoming a melting pot. Code switching showed its face in different settings. There's still comedians today talking about this.
Anton? Carpenter. Carpenter? Wow, great job, man. You must be code switching all the time. You're chilling with the guys? Yeah, fam, that's what I was saying, cuz I might go out this Saturday, you know. Hello? Hi. Yes. Okay. Can I make a rocking horse? Okay. Yes. Okay.
When I was a child growing up in London, in the playground, code switching happened every day. We used a code language to hide conversations from others. It felt like a secret inside group. Here's an example. This means, do you fancy him? This was the newborn child of backslang, a wordplay coded language that reversed words previously associated with Cockney speakers and street vendors of the 19th century. A quick example is yob. This would be used instead of saying boy. In the 80s, there was also Cockney rhyming slang, which had started in the mid-19th century, but now had moved from East London to other parts. Terms emerged based on TV shows and celebrities such as Britney Spears meant beer, Ruby Murray meant curry, and still some old ones tagged along like
Beef the jam, can't rub it here. The trouble's up the apples and pears.
translation time. This means I can't talk about this here. The wife's upstairs. In the late 1990s, there was a new evolution of code switching in London. Cockney rhyming slang was in the background with a merging of Jamaican patois, South Asian English, and more. Young people code switched between MLE, Multicultural London English, and Standard English depending on the setting.
Say for, yeah, I'll check you after school, yeah?
Versus.
Yes, sir. I'll bring my homework in tomorrow.
The funny thing is that it wasn't only teenagers using this. It was prevalent among adults and often crossed over to interactions between parents with their children's friends. That's all right if Sean hangs out.
Yeah, trust, I got no beef with that. You get me? Dad. What? Thanks, Mr. Johnson.
Yo, sorry about that, bro. My dad still thinks he's cool.
No, it's all good. But who still says beef?
This is code switching, although it often bothered the teenagers hearing their parents use slang, but it was a way some adults simply felt comfortable talking. A family member reminded me of our neighbour we had when I was a teenager. She would code switch, not just with words, but her accent.
Chris! David! Juanita, Willie, Winchie, come here!
As soon as my family member would visit, she code switched. Good morning! How are you doing this fine day? It was hilarious and I wouldn't change it. Some of you may wonder why she did this. The simple answer is to do with ethnicity. Our household being multiracial and hers monoracial. She, like many other people in London, code switched based on the race of the other person. She put on the received pronunciation voice when speaking to white English people, even when they didn't always expect or persuade her to. My family members certainly didn't do any of those things. So why do people feel the need to code switch? London is one of the most multicultural cities in the world with over 200 nationalities. Yet people do at times feel they have to code switch identities to fit in, to be heard, to be understood, to be respected, or to get the job. In the late 80s, TV shows started to diversify with shows like Desmond's, a Guyanese family comedy.
Well, unfortunately, as you know, I have only one bathroom and I'm not prepared to share it.
And I'm not prepared to share my part of the bench. Oh, you Africa, you're the largest continent in the world to sit around in, and you have to come all the way to Peckham.
Desmond's displayed code switching with elements of Cockney, RP and Guyanese dialect, and it also highlighted how within social circles people would treat each other differently based on if someone was too posh or someone was trying too hard. In the late 90s, goodness gracious me, a South Asian comedy hit the screens, also focusing on code switching and tackling stereotypes of South Asians.
John will be making sure that our representation of English people will be tickety-boo.
Yeah, that's right. And I've got a few suggestions.
Well, glad to hear that you've settled in all right. I call this meeting.
Hang on. I haven't actually finished.
Oh, here we go.
Both these brilliant comedy shows highlighted that different communities wanted to fit in, yet without stereotypes. They wanted to express code switching as a skill. People can speak in their mother tongue at home or a particular dialect, as well as converse with people outside of their culture. They wanted to change the narrative of the professional voice always being received pronunciation and not get labelled if they chose to use it. Art of comedy was used to bring home a strong message, as well as with a laugh, and for communities to feel heard and understood. Without code switching, you may have situations like this.
What you saying, Grant? Man's not on the joke team today. Need to do the jokes you get me.
Oh, I did chat about why.
I was laying it down the frog when I took a right tumble. Proper on me boat. Omo, I know even savvy waiting you yarn. Are you chasing frog or falling inside boat?
Clearly, code switching is needed to communicate effectively in different circumstances. Code switching can teach us. It can help us learn new words and understand different communities. While at university, I lived next door to Eddie Caddy.
Shit, that dog. Anything sounds nice, isn't it? Va-va-boom. That's the sound of a car engine. Va-va-boom. Right? In any other language, you guys would have been, you hear someone going, va-va-boom, oh my God, he's flirting with me. It's a car. You know, what's the sound of an engine in English, yeah? That's nothing. Africans, we just make up sounds for everything. You know, I was starting the car.
He's now very well known as a comedian, actor, starring in shows like Strictly Come Dancing and others. He also hosts the official Afrobeats chart show on BBC Radio 1 Extra. Living next door to him helped me to find out more about the African culture as we shared friends from other parts such as Ghana and Nigeria. I'll never forget the code switching between some Nigerian friends, learning words like bele, which means sorry. I also learnt words from other cultures like the Turkish culture, Greek, French, Spanish, and many more. Code switching is a skill. It involves linguistic awareness, knowing how to speak in different styles. It involves cultural competence, understanding which type of speech is appropriate in which setting. It's also a form of social intelligence, reading the room and adjusting speech to fit the audience. However, for some, it has been and still is a pressure involving emotional regulation, managing your identity and emotions in spaces where you may feel pressure to fit in. Do you code switch? Do you see it as a skill or a pressure? Let me know in the comments section. Thank you for listening. I'm C. Simone. Catch you in the next episode of Learning to Live in Translation.
Yeah. London, L-O-N, B-O-N, city we living, where we at, where we at, where we at,